She started up all fine this morning, so she's all ready for a test drive. So we're off on a frosty morning, but here we go. Here we are at the garage. I don't know if you can hear, but I can hear a train going past. And Mother returns. And we're off now, leaving the fuel station, off into the unknown. We're overtaking her! We overtook a Classic. Big wagon! Small car!
Austin 1100 was launched in 1962. The car was so popular, it led it to simply being known as the 1100. There was also a 1300cc engine made as well, and this was typically called the 1300.
Right then, we're off. We're going to add to that free 839 miles, aren't we?
20,839.
Well, that was close enough. We're going to add to that. Come on. She sounds very smooth, doesn't she?
The stick is like just like it's in a bath of oil. It's just so smooth. It's really good. It's got a fair bit of power really. It's not struggling. For what it is, it's obviously by no means is it, you know, a tyre shredder, but it's quite a little nippy car.
Tyre shredder inside her own right.
It's really comfy.
This is one of the best sellings, you know, of Britain.
Yeah.
How does the wheel feel to turn?
Easy.
And the pedals to press?
Fine, yeah. It's obviously there's no power steering, but it's a little bit stiffer than a normal car, but not hard. It's not, you know, a nightmare to turn. It's really nice to drive. Like this here, you don't even feel the bump like that.
No, you don't.
It is unbelievably, like, because it's hydroelastic suspension. It is although it's a nightmare of a system, usually they go flat. But it's actually, they're really comfy. When they're right, they're spot on. Which is one, to be fair, is spot on.
So it's spot on then, is it?
Oh yeah. It's a good little car, it really is.
I like its little dash thing, the way it looks. Yeah, it looks very retro sort of thing, doesn't it?
But it is.
Well, I know, but I mean, it looks it, you know, it's not lying.
Austin 1100 as part of the BMC ADO16 range of small family cars. Production went on for 12 years and the ADO16 range sold 2.1 million units between 1962 and 1974. British Leyland phased out the 1100 and 1300 between 1971 and 1974 in favour of the Morris Marina and the Austin Allegro. The range was expanded to include several rebadged versions, including the twin carburettor MG 1100, the Austin 1100 and the Van Dam Pla Princess 1100.
Yeah, how was that?
Spot on. Oh, she's lovely. Right, absolutely.
How was that?
Absolutely wonderful.
Doesn't she drive brilliantly?
Oh yeah, it's really nice.
You don't think,
Really
oh, you know, she's going to break down or anything. You know, sometimes you can,
Oh,
you think,
I'd hope not.
we're going to be all right on this hill or anything, but you just don't think that with her.
Isn't she just so easy to drive?
Yeah. No, it's absolutely spot on.
Do you want your coffee and your mince pie?
I would love my coffee and my mince pie.
Let's get out of the picnic house. Oh, look at that little picnic basket. Did you get the chairs out?
Yes.
cup out. There we go. And then we get our Marks and Spencer's Harvest glass.
Ready for your picnic, Billy?
Sit down.
Sit down.
Matilda's put the kettle on.
Just screw the top, unscrew the top. That's it.
It's not stirring.
Give it to Billy. There. Oh, you haven't got your sauce there.
I'm doing it.
Honestly, Matilda,
It's our first day opening.
service is not 110%, is it?
I told you it's my first day of opening.
Service is about 15%.
Right.
Maybe
Maybe sauce, love. Right.
And
Oh,
then,
I've got to
and then,
like this, haven't I?
How's that?
Wonderful.
And then you won't believe what we've done. We've made you some homemade mince pies,
Never.
especially for you.
yeah, we have. I think I must have eaten them all on the way up. I'll try this one. Open them up. It's okay. I packed two.
Oh, look at that.
There you go.
Thank you. Set up like a race car with centre exhaust.
Bless it.
Race car.
I hate to say it, but it's easier to drive than Princess, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
It's miles easier. It's just so simple to drive.
And the head gasket hasn't gone.
Yeah, it's managed to do a run without having a turn.
You hold your breath. This beautiful little beast of a car is Austin 1100. Now this was made by the British Motor Corporation, later changed to British Leyland. Now British Leyland made these set of cars called the AD016. Now the AD016 was, as I said, a range of cars, and this was launched in 1962. But the best-selling ones, because they were best-selling ones between the times of 1963 to 1966, and then only a 2-year gap, it was best-selling from 1968 to 1971, was this particular car, and also a Morris 1100. Now this particular one is one of the last models, as this one was made in 1971, and she just drives like a complete and utter beast. I mean, you've been watching this now, you'll see how we've just been talking about it. Because when you have a car that just drives so well, and it just works so well, I mean, it just glides down them corners, and it just everything. What you want for a car
Made
to
Billy
do?
really excited.
Exactly. What you
Billy,
want?
stop leaping about Billy, can you? All right, can you just calm down, please?
But
What's the part? Just hang on, I've moved on, Matilda. What's the power specs?
Top speed. The power specs.
That's the important bit. What's the power specs on it?
Well, I don't know. I can't find that yet. I think it's something like 54 brake cars.
I think it is 54 brake cars.
Yeah.
How was the top speed?
Top speed is 80 mile an hour.
Ooh, I won't fancy doing that.
Or 128 kilometres per hour, if that sounds faster. Oh yeah, it does 128 kilometres an hour. And then it will do 0 to 40 kilometres per hour in 4.2 seconds.
Isn't it 0 to 60 in something like 25 seconds, I think?
No, it's 0 to 100 kilometres per hour in 23.7 seconds.
Yeah, that's 60 mile an hour.
I thought it was 120 kilometres per hour, 60.
Is it?
Is it?
I don't know.
Oh no, because 120. Yeah, it must be 100. Yeah, sorry,
Yeah,
my mistake.
So it's 23.
Yeah.
So what's 0 to 60 again?
0 to 60 will be 23.7 seconds.
as I was saying before I got rudely interrupted, this car does everything that you want a car to do. It brakes, it drives, it's smoothly, the suspension is wonderful, it's comfy, it does absolutely everything. If you want a car, this is the car for you. And that was my Jeremy Clarkson talk.
Well, you were just like a female Jeremy Clarkson.
I'm
He's gonna be nervous.
I know.
He's gonna be worried.
I mean, I know that he doesn't do it anymore, but he still knows that he's going to take in his place.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Just don't go punch anybody.
No.
Try to.
I wouldn't want to, because I know I'd just get punched back. Like, I'd probably go to punch somebody like in those cartoons, like the bones just crack. That's probably what happened. I go, shh, just go, shh. Right.
driving in my car, going too fast and too far. Welcome to
There
the
you go, that was our
merry-go-round.
grand tour of this beautiful car. Took her for a drive, told you a bit about her. We've assessed her thoroughly. There's not a bit of this car, not a single plate, not a single tyre, not a single wire inside of electricity system that we haven't looked at. All done and we're all happy with her.
You enjoyed that, Billy?
Yeah. Tell you what, it's nice and toasty in
Any
here.
faults?
No?
Just all.
I didn't realise
all
we
good?
had 2 heater settings.
Oh,
So I was just going
dirty.
about on one, and then, yeah, I thought, just see what that switch does, isn't it?
I think it's perfect, this little car.
Oh, it was toasty in here.
I know, but it just drives so well. It sounds so well, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And just no spluttering or problems. It's very responsive, isn't it?
It's like instant.
It starts, that is good, isn't it, for a 1971 car? You can't knock it, can you?
It's just
Great for hours
it's
just
spot on.
It hasn't even got hot, has it, after all that work?
No, it's spot on.
No, it doesn't. You can't.
See, it's still.
I
still on
can't feel
HD,
really that much heat.
yeah,
So
rather
is that
than-
the electronic ignition that people
No,
talk
well,
about?
that's a coil.
Right.
Electronic ignition works slightly differently to this system. Basically, a similar system, but
But more reliable.
a bit more modern. And yeah,
But
a
this
bit
seems
more,
really good at starting.
yeah, it's spot on.
So I wouldn't
Well, this is actually positive earth instead of negative earth, so it's the other way round to what we know today, conventional. I can't think when it was, but we swapped, because positive goes to the chassis on
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
Well, it would have, now it's negative, so the other one, the Princess,
Yeah.
that's obviously not as old, is it? That
No.
has negative earth.
I'm amazed how it's not, got hot or anything, and it's really worked, hasn't it?
It's spot on, isn't it?
So much for watching this. Please do send me your car. If you want to send me your car, I don't really mind, but I can review it. I can review your car. We can have a look around. We could even give a test run. We could do whatever we want. Just email me on matilda12@live.co.uk. Also, do not forget to send me any news stories you have, no matter what they are, if they're interesting, whether they're like a bit interesting, no matter what they are. I want them sent so I can put them on my news channel every Saturday at 6:30. It'll be on tonight, so make sure you look out for it. Thank you so much for watching this, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thanks. Bye. Come across some really strange wildlife. Obviously, we're out in the middle of nowhere, and there can you see
Just be quiet, don't scare it.
there's one of these rare tourists. I don't know if it's noticed us yet, but we have so slowly adapted it. We've come before and we've sort of seen it. It must be. I think it stays around these parts. I don't believe it leaves. It sort of stays around the tourists.
Oh no, he's moved. Careful not to scare it.
Oh, he's moving from its position. Oh no, I think he might have acknowledged us. I think he might be aware we're here. Do you have any treats?
Don't.
Are you allowed to feed the wildlife here? You're allowed to feed them. Do you have any bread or seeds or carrot?
Don't feed the wildlife. I've heard they feed off mince pies.
I think maybe coffees as well.
Coffee and mince pies. Do you think he's stuck? Would you leave him?
Do you think somebody's left him there? He's always fresco.
Do you think somebody's left him?
Like, look, we can't afford to feed him or something.
Call the RSPCA.
Yeah.
Oh, he's confused, bless him.
I think it's because of.
Actually, educating myself.
Oh, he talks. So that's one of the noises that they make. These are the type of noises. It's sort of it's quite close to human, like a parrot. But I don't know. It might not be well. Oh, should we get some medicine?